it's Dr. Tom with EBM Fitness Solutions, and I want to give you a quick training tip here, and it's one of the most important things you can do to get the most out of your exercise program, and it's to focus on how you do things. Yes, how. There are very few, if any, bad exercises, things that are just like, you know what, stay away from that, it's pretty much awful for everybody. There's not a lot of those things. They don't really exist, a couple maybe here or there. So what it comes down to is how you do the movement really determines whether or not it's going to be effective or not for you. That's such an important thing, and so many people slide right past that and they're focused on all these other things and sets and reps and all this different stuff. Here's the deal. Sets and reps are arbitrary numbers without technique. Technique and the how are kind of, to me, interchangeable terms because they both mean the same thing, and they're both of critical importance for any exercise program. So how do we do these things? Two things that you can do almost right away to help you kind of get your head wrapped on this thing are go slow and be deliberate. Now, these things can almost seem to contradict one another because being deliberate doesn't mean fast or slow, and being slow means you're completely focused on being slow. But the idea here is that most people do their exercises too fast. They get kind of in this mode and they just kind of go through and they're fixated on, I have to get a certain number of reps. I've got to get my 10, 12, my 15, whatever they're doing, without really much thought about what they're doing or how they're doing it. And if you focus on being deliberate with the movement, that allows you to feel the right muscles working or not, but it gives you a chance to correct that. For example, if you're doing a bridge where you're laying on the floor and you're lifting up and you don't feel your glutes working, then doing sets of 15 or 20 or however many reps you're doing, you're just wasting your time. You're not getting anything out of it because the wrong things are working. You're not focused enough on what should be working. If when doing a pulling motion, if you can't feel your upper back and your shoulder blades working, then you need to address that. You need to spend time being more deliberate and focus on getting those muscles active so you can feel them and not just going through a motion just for the sake of going through a motion. Here's the deal, and this is just the straight truth. Working on how to do exercises is kind of boring. It's not sexy. It's not going to get you a bunch of followers on Instagram. It's pretty boring stuff, but it works and it gets results. And especially if you're in pain, it's a non-negotiable. It's a has to be. It's a deal breaker, right? If you don't do this, you're never going to get out of pain. But even still, if your goal is to build muscle and improve performance, how you do things really matters. So focus on the how. Spend more time feeling the exercises. Make each rep count. Don't just count your reps. That's getting into this mode of, I got to get 3 sets of 12, 10. I got to do this, that. You don't. Try to make each rep as hard as you can by squeezing the muscles and really squeezing every bit out of each rep, because then what you do is you actually get more work done in less time. And if you can achieve the results that you want and ultimately reduce your volume a little bit while you're doing it, that's a win for you. That means you're getting more work done in less time. That means you're out of the gym sooner, you're done with your workout sooner. So focus on making each rep harder, focus on being more deliberate, and for the love, just slow down a little bit.